Welcome back to the Seen It All podcast. This is episode 14, and we are reviewing a movie that is a 10-year-old movie, but obviously it was a big one when it came out, semi big one. But we're going to talk about Passengers.
Wow, wow.
And Yordi is here. We are in person, and we've got some mixed reviews on this one for sure.
Yeah, I just want to come out and say it. I thought I was going to do the intro for this episode today,
Sorry.
and I had it all prepped out.
I can
But
start it over.
it's a great example of you have something so hyped up. Passengers. Well, before we even started, Jacob was like, I remember seeing the ads for this. You see Chris Pratt, you see Jennifer Lawrence, and you're hyped up for this. And it kind of like goes to show you in thought. And as we kind of dissect and go into it a little bit more, like how much advertising can be a service to supplement a movie. Hey, that was my dog. And that kind of issue plays in the hand. I have to go. If y'all hear my dog any more of this episode, please comment down below
What we should do to the dog.
what we should do to Winston.
PG, of course.
Yes,
PG.
of course. But yeah, it was kind of interesting how much I remember it. I didn't see it in theaters, and then I was so hyped to just watch it right now that I was totally let down, Jacob. I don't know if that's how you felt.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot more to say in this episode, but join us as we review Passengers. Yeah, as to what Yordi was saying, the advertisement of this movie, even I remember it, seeing it all over my feed or whatever I was watching it at the time, because 2016 obviously is up there for one of the goated years of all time. But I remember seeing like clips of like New York buses having passengers on the side of it, and like Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that movie has to be good. And then let's fast forward 10 years. It was definitely interesting to say the least.
Yeah, and so Jacob, I'll say the exact same thing. I just really remember clips, commercials, a ton of commercials, Chris Pratt showing up.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, I don't know which direction you want to go into, like who is involved in the kind of role, but we had a discussion, and this might just be plain simple fact. It had Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence coming off of the hype of, being in the Hunger Games, really big series, really successful. Chris Pratt, Parks and Rec, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Jurassic World,
those guys like just really killing it too. And so you have this. It's almost like it's not star-studded in the way that it's like Leonardo DiCaprio, like people you're like the best actors, but star-studded with people that are so popular.
This was almost at their peak.
Yeah, it was
to say the least.
Peak popularity. And I think that definitely sold the movie right then and there too. It's like, how many times do you go see a movie because it's a Tom Holland? And it's fine.
Exactly.
I love Tom Holland.
There could be 7 Spider-Mans and probably people would still go see Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
I know people who go see movies because Zendaya's in it.
Yeah.
And that kind of raises an interesting matter of fact to how stories can be they don't matter as much, or maybe it's like a hook.
Yeah.
You already went to the theater or you started watching it, you're gonna finish the movie.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I guess as we get started talking about the film itself, so what did you think about, first off, I thought the movie looked great.
Yes.
Even I think it would have looked better in theaters, obviously. But the story itself, I felt like very early on you could have predicted how it was going to go. Maybe not to the extent of the weird like ship just about to explode on them. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay, but I mean, what did you think about it?
I think that predictability is a little bit there too.
Yeah.
And I agree. I thought some of the visuals were stunning until you told me when Interstellar came out.
Yeah. It was 2 years before this movie.
Yeah. And then I kind of said, oh, and it's still space. It's still cool. One of my favorite lines doing a little research, because I do research sometimes, was uh, somebody told Jennifer Lawrence, who regrets being in this film, by the way,
Interesting.
she said that space movies are the new like vampire movies. And so it's like they're like almost like a
Yeah.
dime a dozen in a way.
Mhm.
You're just gonna be one of those vampire. And then she went ahead and went in the space movie. And
Yeah.
I think that kind of like maybe puts the point of like they didn't really care. I feel like they just didn't care about the story. It was so lifeless. The
Yeah.
ship was lifeless.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Maybe that's reflecting in it, but
And I guess kind of to that point is you could easily tell by watching the movie, even if it's at home, the budget went to the graphics, the
yeah,
design
showing
of
Chris Pratt's
everything.
butt. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was they
Oh my
showed his
god.
butt 10 minutes into the film.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like the movie looked great for the most part. But just the story wasn't like on the edge of your seat at all. I wasn't really like enamored with the plot of okay, so I knew once he opened up what's her name, Aurora,
Aurora.
opened up her pod, spoiler by the way, that he's gonna be like that's gonna get exposed later in the
Yeah.
film. And then like I didn't really understand how it was gonna go south from there outside of her finding out. So it was almost like they would just made up something. I know, like space movies are probably hard to write, but like you're following a space film 2 years prior, like Interstellar. The Martian came out probably around that time,
Yeah.
and you're kind of those stories have a compelling storyline that keeps you on the edge of your seat. This one, I was like, just a romance space
It was
movie.
so weird.
Yeah,
It was so weird. You could have told this story on Earth.
yeah, you
That
could have.
that kind of thing. But with all of that, I feel like this was like one of the first movies of the podcast
Yeah,
that I really was like, dang, when we get to our recommendation period, it's not going to be too pretty.
yeah.
Like I can't remember any of the score.
Mm-mm.
I, it's
That's
just
another thing. The music wasn't like
music wasn't any good. You know what was so 2016 about it?
the ending,
End
the
credits, Imagine Dragons song. And I was like, shoot, they made this for the year,
for the year.
and
Yeah.
it's gonna stay in that year. um, but I don't know. I think kind of strolling into it though, let's try to be positive.
Yeah.
We've already we both have to say something positive.
Yeah,
We already
yeah.
touched on the visuals.
Mhm.
Can't take that one, and I know what I'm going to take, so you can spend some time thinking about it.
Yeah.
I guess this is a visual thing too. I thought, or like the mechanics of the pool scene where they go into zero gravity.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That moment right there, I said,
I don't know how they filmed that either. Probably in a big green screen, I would
yeah,
assume.
it
A
had to
bunch of
be.
wires, maybe.
Yeah, and so what was going on was Jennifer Lawrence loves swimming in a pool,
Yeah.
and they probably shot like 5 swimming
Cool
scenes.
pool design, by
Very
the way.
cool pool.
So
It had a look out into the great beyond
yeah.
of space. But then there was a part where the gravity of the ship became unpowered, undone, and she almost suffocates or drowns in the pool because this pool water with it's floating. She's trying to swim, but not swimming as much as she's able to. She's trapped in the middle, kind of like how Aang from Avatar stuck in the ice
Mhm.
in the beginning, that kind of thing. That was very cool, and I was like, why couldn't they have done this kind of like thrill throughout the entire movie?
Yeah. I the thing I liked, I guess it's still a visual, but I liked this is gonna sound up like the design of the ship, like the idea they had with
Right.
as you see, like it was I don't know how to explain it. It was almost like when you were looking at it from like the front of the spaceship, it looked like a wheel almost. But when like the connections were, like the cockpits and things like that. And the design of the ship looked cool, almost kind of how the ship in Project Hail Mary looked cool visually. But I think there's just a lot more negatives to me on like what it looked like. Because again, kind of like what you said, there was probably what, 5 people in that movie.
Yeah,
There was just so much empty
it
space,
was so empty.
and
And
like
I
some of
get
the
that can show you, like, that can make you feel
yeah,
it,
like the loneliness
the
they felt.
loneliness, but it was just making me feel bored. Like,
Yeah,
they weren't evoking it in the right
exactly.
way.
And it was just like all of it looked cool. Um, but another thing at the end where it had like all the trees and the animals and things like that, I was like, where'd the animals come from? All they did was plant a tree somewhere. Um, but I don't know. To me, this movie, like we've kind of already hinted at, just did not really stand out to me with positives outside of, you know, obviously having a big um, cast with the 5 people they had in the film. But how do you think? So we talked about it like a couple of minutes ago. From the movies that came out in 2016, I looked up the list. It was La La Land, Rogue One, Civil War. You know, that's always, you know, Marvel's always going to be at the top of the list for a lot of things. You know, Moana, a lot of animation films, and it made 300 million in the box office total. Does that number surprise you in the manner of that being somewhat a lot for a movie that didn't really spark your eye? Or,
Absolutely. If you told me that this came out in theaters this year, I would have said it would have blown its budget. Might have been like
yeah.
a $60 million return, or
Mhm.
a seven. Like, it just didn't wow me.
Yeah.
It's one of those that passes you by.
Yeah.
Because even in 2016, I didn't watch it.
Mhm.
Um, I couldn't even tell you why then. Um, it was extremely hyped up, but I think amidst it, maybe it has an effect one way or another. Amidst such great films
Yeah.
coming out, some giants or big earners,
Yeah.
maybe I went and saw 3 of those, and I was like, I can't go see another movie.
Yeah.
It just kind of sifted to the bottom.
Mhm.
Where otherwise, maybe other people were like, "This year's great for
Yeah.
movies, and let's just go and go and
Mhm.
go and go." And so it might have been one of those where the movie industry was just so high,
Mhm.
the vibes of 2016 were so high that people just wanted to enjoy movies.
And in comparison to today, I almost think this is what Disclosure Day is going to end up being like, because we have Obsession. We saw how. Also, if you haven't watched that, listen to that podcast.
Plug it,
Go check out
plug it.
that one.
Yep.
How Obsession has taken over. You know, it had that 2 or 3 months of just that's all anybody could talk about. We have that, and then Odyssey's coming out next weekend,
Oh, that's such
and
a
so Disclosure Day was almost sandwiched between that, and I think it came out July 4th weekend or something the weekend before. But I can see it to where Disclosure Day is almost kind of like you said, sifted towards the bottom. We have a jam-packed movie year:
mhm.
Avengers, Obsession, and I'm sure some other films are going to pop up later. Spider-Man. I think Disclosure Day is going to be the ones that slides to the bottom of remembering it. And it's going to be on Netflix in
Yeah.
5 to 10 years. Be like, oh, I don't remember seeing that from Steven Spielberg. You know?
Right. I was almost supposed to say podcast idea.
Yeah.
You watch it right now. I watch it in 10 years
Yeah.
and we see how we feel about it. But yeah, I agree. I think, you know, you got to beat the hype. You got to be the
Yeah.
top dog. And I think Disclosure Day might be, I mean, I don't know anything about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I haven't
It
seen
could
it.
be doing wonderful, but
Mm.
it's like, I know Obsession, I know Odyssey. People,
Yeah.
it might be sifting through the bottom, whether it's a hidden gem or it didn't swim
Yeah.
and it sank for a reason.
Yeah.
That's just something you see when it comes out a little bit later.
Yeah.
But
For sure. And I think with also we'll talk about so Jennifer Lawrence apparently got paid 20 million to make this movie, which is kind of absurd. But I mean, kind of what you said, she's coming off Hunger Games a couple of years prior. Chris Pratt's coming off Parks and Rec, things like that. And so you probably had to sign these actors for, big time money.
A star momentum right there.
Yeah, and to obviously that comes in with promoting the movie. They can do a lot for you going on these Tonight shows and things like that. But at the end of the day, like the movie itself wasn't. People may have went to go see the movie, but is it something memorable,
What
like
are people even
Obsession or something?
remember? I mean, like,
Yeah,
did I go see that?
exactly. And we know people that said they liked Passengers, and some people that were
Yeah,
like, eh.
a movie can be for anybody.
Yeah,
At the end of the
and
day.
that's the beauty of movies or going to the movies is like you get to sit in a community of people that have all different types of ideas, ideologies, and thoughts about a movie, and we can all kind of have our own opinions on a movie. So I wanted to talk about the scores that it has on the scoring like websites.
Okay.
What do you think letterbox it's at a letterbox right now out of 5? If you had to guess.
Give me a 3. Right in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, it's 2.9.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, so what do you think Rotten Tomatoes is then?
I don't know if people like. I feel like Rotten Tomatoes is always a little. I'm gonna go like 34.
Okay, you're actually kind of spot on. It's 30.
Let's go. I
It's
got this
30%.
movie.
So like
I love this
obviously
game.
yeah, so what do you think IMDb
Oh
is
shoot,
out of 10?
5.6.
Actually, it's a 7, which is weird.
That's
But
nuts.
I think that's kind of in Rotten Tomatoes. There's some things on Rotten Tomatoes. It's just like it has like a 20%. And
People
it's
just
like,
yeah.
uh,
Reviewed by 3 people who care to
yeah.
write on Rotten Tomatoes. Bring that score down.
And then letterboxes. Sometimes like the comments are like memes, and some of them take them seriously. So some of the funnier letterbox reviews are always funny to me. But like that, I think the scores kind of reflect, I guess, the general population and how they felt for this movie, just being underwhelmed with the star-studded cast, at least. So with this movie, I guess that we can talk about would we recommend it or not.
Yeah.
So, would you recommend it?
Oh wait, or what?
And what would you rate it out of 5?
uh, uh, uh. Well, first of all, I don't think I recommend this
Yeah.
movie. I mean,
It's free on Netflix.
it's free on Netflix. It's sweet.
I would not pay for this movie.
It No, I would not pay for this movie. But like, it's like I don't know. There are better love stories. There are better space movies.
Yeah.
It's just like
They were
come
just
on.
trying to grab
I think it was a
the
cash
2
grab.
for sure.
And so, which also, actors are talented. I feel like Chris Pratt played kind of the same character he
He
played.
plays the same guy every single time.
Same guy, a little witty, but kind of a doofus, but also like kind of manly honcho. Like,
Yeah.
but anyways, I digress. I digress. Had a 5.
4 out of 4 if we want to use monkey scale.
Monkey scale.
Throwback. Go check out that
Hey,
episode. That's an early one.
go check out Monkey. Man, that episode had some substance. It had the substance. Go check out that episode.
Yeah.
Hey,
Check out that.
whoa.
Whoa, man.
But yeah, I'll go monkey scale, and I'm gonna hit it with a 1.5.
Okay.
Out
of 4?
out of 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
1.5 out of 5 felt a little harsh.
Okay.
Gives them a little bit more. Once again, like very pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. Looked great.
It looks great. It's just like it could have been so much. It could have also been so much more.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hyped up so much that I think it just almost let me down. It hurt it in the end.
Like if you added more than 5 actors, maybe throw some suspense in there.
Yeah.
Or some like change in dynamic between the two. But I kind of agree. Like, I guess if we're going out of 4, I'd probably say like around that 1.5 to 2 range. It's not something I'd go out of my way to watch again. I'm glad I have it on my list of movies I've watched though.
Yeah.
to be like, I don't understand why it was hyped so much, but that's the beauty of movies. Like, you watch them, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to watch it again. And it kind of goes on with that ever changing list of films you do like, the films you've seen, and things like that. And that's what casual movie fans love to do. So, any final remarks?
Yeah, and I'll come clean about something. Can I come clean about something?
Oh no.
I think that at first with Passengers,
Yeah.
I might have been mixing it up when I first ever like heard about it,
Yeah.
and before we had watched it. I remember the hype about it 'cause Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the movie Arrival.
That came out the same year.
Came out the same year, and so when we started watching it,
You were hyped for the Arrival.
I thought there were going to be aliens.
No, okay.
So,
There was no
there
aliens.
was no aliens.
I guess that's understandable. How far into the movie were you like,
There's no aliens. Yeah. Oh man. When they started, as soon as he started focusing on, so like halfway, when Aurora came in, I said, "There's too much focus on
Her,
not
yeah.
aliens.
For there to be aliens?
They're not coming."
That's understandable, I guess. Yeah, I did not. I'm not gonna say I didn't get it mixed up with like Arrival or anything, but I can see why, I guess. But I mean, if they threw aliens in there, maybe I would have been a
That would have been
little
cool.
more
Maybe I
interested.
should have played around on the script.
Also, hot take. We were talking about this the whole movie. Why couldn't he have just killed Aurora after she found out
Yeah.
that he quote unquote murdered her, and then just go open up another girl's pod? There's
Airbag.
5,000 people on that
Yeah.
spaceship.
Dude, if you're lonely, you got 5,000 friends to make.
Nobody would ever know you killed somebody.
I don't know why, first of all, like, he was so hesitant. It's like, just do it. Like, I don't know. Maybe that makes us terrible people.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. Like, we were talking about like early on, and it's just like, if when Aurora found out, just get her out of the way, throw her out in space.
Bring on another one. I don't know. Man, I would have woken everybody up though. I would have been like, "Oh,
everybody's life.
My trip got ruined." Yep. Everybody wake up. Which is crazy that they didn't have a way to put them back to sleep.
Yeah,
that sounds like a
you
lot.
build that whole spaceship.
You have a 130-year travel, and you're like, no one's gonna wake up.
Nothing's gonna go wrong if an asteroid hits or anything like that.
Yeah,
that is a good point. But yeah, so with that, go check out Obsession episode. Go check out the Monkey episode. Things like that.
Man, I would love if we watched like our favorite Disney or streaming services.
Things like that.
Oh wait, we do have those. We do have those.
Go check those out as well. And with that, until the next episode, you've seen it all.